What's up, y'all? This is Rodney and I'm back, and this is the last video for tonight. Let's go ahead and just talk about Paula Patton real fast. Miss Thing came out with a video basically explaining that Paula Patton came out and told the kids that basically, I can't even be mad at, this is the thing. Paula Patton is so much of like the high school homecoming queen, the high school cheerleader. She's so much like the girl who grew up in a great family who helps the old people, and she makes sure that if a dog is lying in the middle of the road, she gets out of her car and gets the dog to the vet. That's what Paula Patton gives me. So she's I can't even get mad at her response. I was actually kind of low-key laughing because she came back and basically said that that's how everybody has their own way of cooking. And, that's how her mother taught her. And that she made that batch of chicken for her. Girl, Paula, you can't cook, mama. Baby Paula got that chicken wing. She ran it under some water. Girl, then she threw it in that flour. Then she shook that flour up, baby. Then she, got that chicken. Girl, she threw it in that grease. Baby, that grease looked like dirt by the end of that. Girl, she got that chicken. Baby, she threw it in that grease, baby. Girl, she seasoned the top. Girl, I was like, she seasoned. Oh, girl, I was like, what's that noise? She was seasoning that chicken, baby. Girl. But Miss Paula said she won't let y'all girls know, though. One thing about it, two things for sure, is that she cleaned her chicken. Mama said she cleaned her chicken. That was just the way that they edited. Girl, let me tell you some girl. Girl, I shouldn't even tell this story. Let me tell the story real fast. Girl, get comfortable. I think I've told this story before. I shouldn't tell it because it's slightly messy, but I'm going to go ahead and tell it anyways. All right. So my grandmother. Okay, so my aunt had passed away. One of my aunts passed away. This is years ago. My aunt passed away. She had breast cancer. And from what I understand, allegedly, girl, okay, my aunt's uncle, before she passed, he had stopped paying her insurance. He had stopped paying the insurance. So she didn't even have insurance when she died. So in order to help pay for the funeral cost, I think my grandmother and them decided to sell plates. We have this big thing for where I'm from. We have a horse parade. Yeah, girl. I'm from the real country. Curious. We have a horse parade, and it's a very big deal. I remember, on Fridays, we would get out of school early. Because everybody who wanted to participate, they will start getting ready for Saturday. And basically, it's just basically in front of the courthouse. We do have a courthouse. When I was growing up, where I'm from, we had one light. Girl, literally. Girl. We had one red light. One. Right there in the middle of the courthouse. No, I'm just talking about we had two. I think we had two lights. Now we have a section, the 1, 2, 3, 4, that's right there by Brookshire's. And there's one right there by McDonald's. We got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 5 now. I think we have 5 lights in town. Girl, small town. So anyways, girl, what was I saying? How did I get on the stoplight? Oh, so basically the horse parade. We get out of school early on Fridays, and then on Saturday, it's a horse parade. And they usually have it in front of the courthouse. So they were going to sell plates after the horse parade, because after the horse parade, everybody goes to the park. And it's a big deal. I haven't been in years, but back when I was in school, it was a very big deal. So anyways, they were going to sell plates and all that good stuff to try to help raise money to pay for the funeral cost. So this had to be at least, probably 15 years ago. This is a long time ago. Because I know me and my sister were living together, and we were living together off Lazy Hollow. This is a very long time ago. So anyways, my grandmother was going to send some meat over to my cousin. So I think his cousin, her husband could barbecue the chicken. Girl, long story short, honey, my great aunt said that my grandmother sent some dirty chicken over. I don't know why she said. Girl, all I know is, the girls were ready to fight and tussle because, girl, she had said that my grandmother had sent some dirty chicken over, and my grandmother was like, "That is a goddamn lie. I ain't never sent nobody no dirty meat." Okay? So it was her word against hers. Girl, I felt like my great aunt was being petty, right? They probably got into an argument about something and said that her sister, which was my grandmother, had sent the dirty meat over. Because I do remember, girl, my mama was pissed. You know what I'm saying, girl? That's like, that's cleaning. That's what I said, girl. When these white people started coming out about not cleaning your chicken, that's what I was like, girl. I didn't grow up like that. Like, so when people be like, "Oh, you don't have to clean your chicken," I have never heard of that until probably like a year or two ago when I started seeing those white people get on TV talking about, "Oh, you don't have to clean your chicken. The oven if you put it in the oven and you're gonna bake it, the oven is gonna clean it." Girl, I ain't never heard of that day in my life. Chicken, pork chops, all that. You clean it. Anyways, girl, like even lettuce. Like I think I said this yesterday in my video. Like, you know how like you go to the store and you get lettuce, girl, and it says it's been washed 3 times. Girl, I still clean my lettuce. Like, I don't know you. I do not know you, girl. I do not know the person who bagged this lettuce up. You didn't. As far as I'm concerned, you didn't wash this lettuce. I don't know you, sis. So anyways, girl, my mama was mad. I still remember. We was at my grandmother's house, and when I was listening to the story, she was like, "Chi." My nickname is Chi Chi. So she was like, "Chi, remember when mama was in the kitchen, cleaning the chicken?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I remember. I don't recall." You remember. And I was like, I don't remember. But then I think I do remember, because I don't know what I was doing at the time, but I think I do remember being at the house when my nanny, we call her nanny, when my nanny was in the kitchen cleaning the chicken. Nonetheless, girl, it was a big deal about my grandmother sending over some dirty meat. Girl, because they swore up and down. My great aunt swore up and down that my grandmother sent some dirty meat. Girl, they literally fell out because of that. They fell out. Like they fell out. Because that's like low-key calling somebody dirty. Girl, like that fell out. Patty, yes. But Miss Paula said she gonna let it be known, honey. Y'all girls are not gonna be out in these streets talking about I'm not cleaning my chicken. Cause I'm not no dirty white woman, honey. I ain't gonna say you didn't clean your chicken, but you damn sure didn't cook it right. Girl, I don't know nothing about no cooking. I know about eating, as you can tell. Okay? And everybody got their own way of cooking. I ain't never seen nobody just throw some chicken in grease and then season the chicken while it's in the grease. I ain't never seen nobody do that before. Right? I done seen people season flour. I've seen them season the meat and let it sit for 24 hours, depending on the meat, right? Let it sit for 24 hours or let it sit for 2 days. Or like I've seen people, I've never seen somebody like cook some fried chicken and then season the chicken while it's in the grease. Talking about my mother, this is my mother's recipe, girl. Your mother's recipe is wrong, bitch. Okay? You got her serving unseasoned raw chicken. Anyways. Oh, wait. Girl, y'all heard about Karen and Candiace supposedly getting into it? Girl, so basically, Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac, she sent out a tweet and she said, the best way to get a read on where you truly stand with your gal pals is to host a party with Bubbly and a mic. Baby, believe you will walk out with such clarity on what and who you are truly working with. When people show you who they are, believe them and carry on. Hashtag RHOP. I recently looked up the term fence humping. It's a skill that should only be applied when you are correct about not choosing between the two. Chapter close, hashtag RHOP. And then Candiace tweeted out, good morning, saints. One thing about me and this year of our Lord, I'm going to tell you who you are because y'all like to lie to yourselves and calmly return to my yoga mat. The tizzies that may ensue afterward are a direct result of what I call hit dog hollerism. Woof. Hashtag RHOP. So people have been saying that based off those tweets, they feel as though some drama is happening between Candiace and Karen. And you know what? This is the thing, right? I'm going to go ahead and say this. Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5, as much as I hate to admit it, I do believe that that is the season of all reality shows, especially across across the housewives, in the housewives world, that will always be talked about, right? And when we talk about it, girl, people gonna be upset. People gonna be, everybody gonna think they right about the situation. So as much as I hate that we still talk about, including myself, Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5, I just think it's one of those seasons that is forever gonna be talked about because of how chaotic it was, right? And how people chose a side or just, saw what they saw on TV and based their, you know what I'm saying? Some people have this team. Some people feel as though just because I'm on your team, that means that you will never do any wrong to me. But yeah, I hope they're not going backwards though. I said all that to say that. I hope that they are not bringing up season 5 into season 7. Because it's kind of like, girl, at this point, girl, why? Why? I hope not. But I'm hoping this though. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Candiace comes back into season 7, bitch, knucking in if you bucking it. Girl, I'm knucking and bucking. Girl, I know y'all gonna say, girl, Candiace can't fight. Girl, it is what it is, girl. I hope Candiace come back cussing out all these hoes if they got something to say. Yes. Because at this point, regardless if Candiace is right or wrong, right, y'all always gonna say she wrong. So just come back and cuss, especially Karen. Come back and cuss her ass out. See, this is the thing. I think Candiace doesn't realize, and I realized this like probably last year. Candiace doesn't realize that the truth of the matter is she is the one who keeps the lights on at Real Housewives of Potomac. The girls don't want to admit it, but it's a reason why Mama be trending and she ain't even did nothing. Candiace ain't even did nothing and she be trending. It's kind of like y'all don't want to admit that Kenya is that girl, but Kenya trending, but y'all say Portia the girl, but Portia not trending. Girl. Was Portia even trending on her own show? Or was it Dennis? Girl, I don't even know, girl. It's like, girl, I don't think that Candiace I think that, like, for example, Giselle has this false sense of being the queen, and Karen does too. But the truth of the matter is, it's not y'all. It's actually Candiace. It's Candiace. It's Candiace. It's Candiace. It ain't Giselle. It ain't Karen. I hope Karen does not come back in season 7 having some type of beef with Giselle. Karen don't have nothing going on but to fight with Giselle. Karen is cool. I mean, she lie a lot. She cool. But it's like, I don't go up for Karen like people go up for Karen. And quiet as it's kept, I think the only reason why I go up for Candiace the way I go up for Candiace is because I felt like she was being treated wrong. If I felt like Candiace wasn't being treated wrong, I would still probably be like, girl, fuck Candiace. I could take her or leave her. I don't think I became Team Candiace until I saw how people were treated. Like, that's how I always, like, I feel like I'm always like that, though. Like, the girls who get mistreated the most, those are usually the girls who I kind of gravitate towards. Because I feel like, girl, they're probably not treating you the way that you should be treated. Like, you're being treated unfairly. Right? Anyways, shout out to Candiace, shout out to Karen. I don't know what's going on. It sounds like, girl, they're about to start bringing up season 5 into season 7. I hope not. Because there's no point in bringing up that season 5 mess when all parties are not even there. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't even, like, Quad is kept like, why are we talking about season 5 in the fight with Monique, especially on the show when Monique is not here to, like, defend herself. So what's the point of bringing it up? Because it's still going to be one-sided. Does that make sense? Because the only side, like, well, I guess it won't be one-sided because everybody else is going to have. You get what I'm trying to say. The main situation consists of 2 people, and that was Candiace and Monique. And if Monique ain't here no more, then why are we talking about it? Anyways, I'm gone. Bye, y'all.